All right, guys, I'm still working on the shirts. Unfortunately, I was running into a couple of problems, but I got it sorted out. While I was doing that, Michaela worked on getting the TikTok shop labels all printed. There's 132 shipping labels and orders that she printed today, so got to get all those out. I don't know when we're going to be able to get them out. The printer right now, I think it's at like 67%. It's been running for the past like 2.5 hours, and yeah. It's still going, so we probably have at least 2 more hours left on this print, and then maybe we can get to the other WW transfer files. But we also still have some more customs to throw on after this, so I don't even know when we're going to have to find the time today. But I did want to make a note. Shout out to the person who left a comment on my last video about the color bars going vertically. I was talking in the last video, like two or three videos ago, about why you guys should use a color bar, and yeah, I didn't even know. I was like completely messing up, and this guy schooled me on like what exactly you're supposed to do. So the color bar, obviously now, like, it makes so much more sense. It's supposed to go vertically throughout the entire print, and that just assumes that all of the color nozzles will be printing the entire time throughout the print. It's not just going to be printing once at the top, and then if it has a whole bunch of black designs, like one color designs, it'll only be printing that channel. So now with the color bar going vertically along the entire strip of the print, it'll be using all 4 of the nozzles completely, the whole print. Shout out again to that guy who left the comment. Thank you so much for taking the time to leave that comment and schooling me on exactly what to do. I really do appreciate it. All right, guys, 2:47. Got all of the navy short sleeves all wrapped up. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. We did just ruin one shirt, and that was this one right here. If you can see, it just did not go to our plan, and the orange ended up flooding too much of the white, so that's obviously not acceptable. So we're going to pull that from the pile, order another t-shirt, and we will get this printed tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe Saturday, because the t-shirt will get delivered tomorrow and whatnot. But yeah, that only happened on one, and then I stopped using the customer t-shirts and just switched to some like garbage shirts, and sorted that out. I just wanted to end up adjusting the off contact on the screen that I was using for the orange screen. And yeah, that problem didn't happen again, so that's great. Not really sure what else to say. I'm going to start working on the long sleeves after this. Yeah, it actually isn't going that bad. It's pretty nice that they are different designs, or different t-shirts, I should say, just because like it breaks it up and doesn't make it seem like it's taking so long, versus if this was like 300 of the same shirt, same design. I'm already honestly sick of seeing like this Spartan logo, but whatever, keep on trucking. I'm gonna start unloading the long sleeves after this and get started printing on those, because they are the same design. And then I can hopefully get like 50 or so, nah, not 50, like 25 or so done today before we head out, and that'll leave me in a good spot for tomorrow. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to have to come in on Saturday, and that's mainly because we have the electrician coming at 8 a.m., so we need to be here before that on Saturday. And also we just need to really run the DTF printer an extra day this week. We have so many TikTok shop orders, and today being a really heavy day on customs, that does not help, that's for sure. We really need to get that second printer up and running, but there's just, I can't find the time in the day between this order, and then I have another order for a school, and that one's not as large. I mean, fortunately, in retrospect, so that'll give me some time next week to hopefully get the printer up and running. Once we get the electricity in, it's going to be like, we got to get that thing up and running, you know, because the only thing we're waiting on is ourselves. So got to get that printer up and running, and got to finish up this order, got to finish up the other order for the school, And I mean, on top of this all, we also have all of our normal screen print and DTF transfer orders, like the customs, the WW. It's tough, man. But again, this is not something to complain about. I got to just keep on remembering that this is all good things to happen in a business. Not going to complain. Got all of the t-shirts for the long sleeves all counted out. I was actually mistaken, and it is not 75 of the long sleeves. It's only 25 long sleeves, so that'll be nice. I'm gonna set my goal to try and get these all done today. I should be able to do that. That's not that challenging. And if we have to stay a bit late, we can stay late. But anyways, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about the electricity. So give me a second. Let me get this brush wet, and then we'll talk about it. So I got the quote from the electrician yesterday, and to run 4 outlets from the panel down over by the coffee maker, the electrician wanted $2,500. And I've worked with this electrician. This would be my 4th time working with him. No, actually the 5th time working with him, the 4th time working with him in this building. So like, I trust the guy. I know he's not trying to like scam me or anything. And the previous 3 times I have gotten different quotes from different electricians, and they've all been higher than this guy. So I don't have any reason to think that the guy is pulling a fast one on me and it's just like jacking up the price or whatever. But that's not to say he isn't. I just don't have any reason to think that because of the prior history that I have with this guy. But so to do all of the work and buy the materials, the electrician wants $2,500. And I don't know, that just seems really high for me. Honestly, mainly because I was expecting it to be lower than the time that he had to run all the way to the reception area to put in the 2 outlets that we currently have for the DTF printer. And that time he charged $1,600. So I was honestly expecting it to be similar or lower than the $1,600. So when I got the $2,500 quote, I was quite taken aback and surprised as to what would have been the reasoning for that. So I asked the electrician, I was like, hey, this is a lot more than I was expecting. Why is this so much more than the previous quote that you did? And he basically explained that like there's 4 circuits, 4 outlets, 4 sets of wires. And I mean, they are 220, 30 amp circuits. No, it's, I think it's a 30 amp and a 40 amp circuit. And I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about electricity, material pricing or anything like that. So that's not very, I don't have anything to go with that based off of that, but it's just like, wow, that's a lot more expensive. So tentatively, we are still moving forward with it. He's going to come in on Saturday, but what I have been trying to think of and wrap my head around is, do we need the 4? Could we make do with the ones that we already have in the reception area and just put one of them out here? Now, there are a couple pros and cons to this. I talked to Michaela about it, but she wasn't, she didn't have much insight onto what we should do. So what I was thinking is we would take the DTF printer that's currently in the reception, bring it out here, and they would both be next to each other side by side. It would make running them both a lot easier since they're right next to each other. You don't have to like walk back and forth from each of the rooms to check it, to add powder, to do whatever. So it would definitely make it a lot easier from that perspective. But the problem is this lease that we have for this building is only until April or June or May, I think it's May actually, of 2024. And at that period, we are planning on moving to a larger location. This is currently 1,500 square feet, and I think the next location we would want is 5,000 square feet. So it just sucks to have to drop $2,500 in investment into this building when 1, we rent, and 2, when we're going to not even be able to use it for a full year. So that sucks. And that's what's really the main pro to just putting one what we need is we could just put one out here and then just deal with it for the next like 8-9 months. And yeah, 8-9 months, that sounds like a lot when I keep saying it. I don't know. Because Michaela and I both were quite hyped to take back the reception room and have both of our desks in there and even like a sales rep desk in there. So we were really looking forward to having that and being able to just work in the reception area like I said in the previous vlogs, like having a storefront maybe, somewhere where we could actually bring our customers in. Like that all sounds really good and great. It's just, is that going to be worth almost $1,000? That is the main question. Is all of that is like basically like a nicer working environment and it being easier to run worth $1,000? And the easier to run thing, and like this is all just like, those are temporary things. So like it is going to be for the next 8 months until we move out of this spot. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I am kind of talking myself into just getting one, but I don't think Michaela would be happy with me for that because she's the one who has her desk in there and who currently typically works in the reception. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it is probably the best decision. It's just whether it's the best like morale decision, like how it'll affect the team and whatnot. Because eventually, like not really eventually, like pretty soon we would like to have a dedicated employee just for the DTF. If we can get that, that would be a huge time savings and opportunity investment for the business, for us. Just because the DTF requires so much of our time, and having 2 of them, that's going to even like, it's going to be tough. So that's one of the main things that we want to do, is have an employee running the DTF. And I think for efficiency wise, obviously it makes sense to have them both next to each other. But then again, it's not like it's the biggest distance in the world. Like it's a couple steps. I don't know, guys. I'm really just thinking out loud. Let me know if you guys have any actual insight. And I don't have much time, unfortunately, because I think the electrician is going to buy the materials like, I don't know, what do you think, like Friday, if he's coming on Saturday morning? So I got to tell the electrician as soon as possible. So I'd really like to get your guys' thoughts, and let me know what you guys think down below in the comments on this. But yeah, guys, I'm going to keep thinking about this, get these t-shirts printed. In the meantime, I've been watching this channel, The Operations Room. He basically like deep dives and like does animation style videos for like previous like wars and conflicts. I don't know, if you guys are into this kind of thing, check this channel out. Highly recommend and worth a watch. All right, guys, got all 25 of those long sleeves printed. So that means tomorrow, all we got left is, let me do some quick mental math. Tomorrow, all we have left is 150 more t-shirts, and 2 of them are gonna be the same thing like this. So it's gonna be a 75 short sleeve, 25 long sleeve, but on an orange shirt with a different design. And then the polos are 25, and there's another 25 of some, oh, the hoodies. And then we have 25 more hoodies. So the polos, Michaela is taking care of, so I don't have to worry about that. But tomorrow we just have the 75 short sleeve, 25 long sleeve, and 25 hoodies. Optimistically, I think that we might be able to get that done tomorrow. And that would be sweet, because that means that when we have to come in on Saturday, things would be a lot more low key. And honestly, I think that would be the move. So tomorrow I'm gonna maybe try and get Michaela to come in a bit early, so that 1, we can get the DTF printer running as soon as possible, and 2, that would give me time to start working on the t-shirts and getting everything going on that to hopefully finish everything up by the end of the day tomorrow. I don't think that's too much of a stretch. Today I started printing at what, like 10 o'clock, and I was able to print 100 shirts. So I think that might be possible. Anyways, guys, I got all of the orders packaged up as well. The custom ones that Michaela printed, went ahead and I went ahead and packaged those up. And yeah, guys, once I get these all laid out, we're going to load up the car, get the packages dropped off at USPS and UPS, and then that'll be it for today. I noticed these vlogs when I have to make these t-shirts, I don't have much time during the day to like really focus and get some good content for you guys. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content still. Should be able to start getting back to work on the DTF printer soon here. If we can finish up these t-shirts on Saturday, honestly, I could probably spend the whole day working on the DTF printer. I just really put that together. So I got to get the shirts finished tomorrow. There's just no two ways about it. So if I can get the shirts finished up tomorrow, then I can have all of Saturday because we also are going to dinner in the Galleria area later Saturday night. So I'm not going to want to drive back and come all the way back to the Galleria just a couple hours later. So I think the plan for Saturday is to come in probably at like our normal time and stay late until like 6:30 until we have to go to dinner. So Saturday is going to be a long day, but hey, I should look at it as I have all of that time to get the DTF printer up and running. That makes me feel good, guys. Honestly, like that makes me feel good. Hopefully, we really aren't going to be too far off of getting that DTF printer up and running next week. I gotta make that my goal to get that DTF printer up and running next week. That should be, that shouldn't be that hard. It's just I gotta also film the course that I was talking about and everything about that. So I'm gonna cut the rants and the ramblings here. I don't know if it's a rant, more probably ramblings. Just so happens that I finished up my last t-shirt. If you guys are still here watching, thank you so much. Please give a like on the video, comment if you guys have any questions at all. I respond to every comment that still comes in on my page, so if you guys do have any questions about anything, drop them in the comments below. If you see something I'm doing wrong, like the color bar, put it in the comments. Let me know. We're all trying to learn here together. So thanks, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.